Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
Welcome to another episode, Not Exactly Experts, talking a little bit about the holidays. Tis the season, so we've got some fun topics to go over today. Again, Jarrett, Rusty, myself, Fur, thank you for listening in. We really do appreciate all you that listen in and tune into us.
Happy Festivus.
Happy Festivus.
Happy Festivus.
People don't even know what Happy Festivus means.
Oh man, you telling me that no one watched Seinfeld in the 90s? Everybody watched Seinfeld in the 90s.
I don't know if our listeners did or not. We'd have to ask.
I wasn't a Seinfeld guy.
What?
Oh.
Sorry.
We'll dig into that later. That's not Christmas episode-y, but yeah, but anyway, Happy Festivus.
So before we dive into that, let's quick rewind and chat about two things that have happened since we've done our last episode. One, Rusty, we had some polls, so let's cover those real quick, and then number two we'll cover right after that.
Yeah, we had some polls from the Thanksgiving episode, our turkey talk. First one we had was, do you watch the Macy's Day Parade? And that one shocked me. It was pretty 50-50. It's like 53 said yes, 47% saying no. I figured most people watched it.
I thought it would be higher too. Did you guys both watch? I did.
Yeah.
I did not.
We had it on.
Jarrett.
I didn't just like sit there and watch it, but like you said, it was on in the background.
I think maybe we turned it on and like maybe saw like a few minutes of it.
Like the Cowboys game?
And I think that was it. So yeah, I don't know. It's never something we ever did. So
there was, careful on that topic, Rusty. There was far more exciting. The Macy's Day Parade was probably more exciting for you to watch, Jarrett, than the Cowboys game.
I hope that's not a topic we have to discuss. I don't want.
We won't. We'll
It's just, just like opening up old wounds. Oh my. Okay, continue.
Another poll we had was, do you eat cranberry sauce at Thanksgiving? It was pretty high on no, that it's gross. 65% said no.
Actually had it this year. Had it for Thanksgiving.
And?
I did not try it.
It was there, but you didn't try it.
Yep.
Come on.
And I think, Fur, you mentioned it, that cranberry, it looks like the can, right? Did you mention it? Because I had never had it before.
What? Am I right? It comes in the can, right?
Yes, and it has the shape of the can, so it has it keeps the ridges and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
I looked at it with so much disgust. I'm like, that doesn't look very good.
It kind of looks like jelly to me.
And then my mom was like, "Oh, you have to try it for the podcast, and then you can bring it up." I'm like, "No, I'm good. Like, I'm all right."
Come on.
Yeah, I never tried it. I did. I was just like, that looks terrible. That looks like you said, old grape jelly that your grandma made back in the 80s, forgot about it, and it just took the shape of the can. I'm like, I have some for some rolls, and then it's just like, then that just plops out.
Oh, shoot.
Flops out is a good description. But kudos to you, Anita, for trying to get Jarrett to try it.
Yeah.
I wish she would have.
Tried. She seriously tried. And she, once again, did it specifically for the podcast. She seriously
I'm a little disappointed.
Yeah. She seriously thought about it, bought it over, and I'm just like, no.
Okay.
To be fair,
for Christmas, we're having cranberry sauce. I will literally come to your house.
Deal.
We're having cranberry sauce.
I will try it. And I will try a decent helping. So where it's not like just like a little bite. I will try a decent amount of cranberry sauce.
All right. Okay. Anita, we need more cranberry sauce for Christmas. Yes. Here we go.
But I do want to point out, I was not the only one who did not touch it. Nobody touched it.
Nobody?
Well, they didn't have the reason you do.
Well, let's talk about things that people do like to eat. Okay. That was our next poll. Was the better Thanksgiving food? Was it mashed potatoes or stuffing?
Surely
dressing,
taters.
Whatever you call it. It was taters. Yep, 81% said mashed potatoes. Yeah,
solid.
That was hefty. I think we all agree. Last couple we had here. Are you weird like myself and buy Tupperware on Black Friday? Not many people, do that apparently.
Really?
I guess only 28% said yes.
Which 28?
Yeah. So a couple people said yes. I know. So I'm not
Which,
that
by the
weird.
way, Rusty, did you appreciate? I was thinking you on Black Friday. I sent you a picture of some Tupperware on sale.
I know. If I had a Target, I would have ran there and got it.
It
It looks like nice Tupperware.
It was good. I almost bought it for you.
Yeah.
It crossed my mind.
I did buy what they had at Walmart. It was cheap. Threw out all the other crap that we'd have and using the new stuff already.
And Rusty, I'll let you know that statement alone has snuck into my life, because I don't know how many times I've walked by Tupperware and thought, I could use like 5 more little containers. I mean, like the other ones are that dirty and everything, and they're getting stuff on it, and we can't get it off. So maybe I should just buy 5 more. And it is a great price. Maybe I should do it. But just let you know that you have had a small influence on my life when it comes to Tupperware.
Now I can die happy. Okay, last couple. Is Black Friday shopping a lot of fun or literally a living hell to you? 83% said it's a living hell. I think you said it was a lot of fun. Didn't you?
I enjoy it. I don't know. I just like going out. There was nothing that really interests me this year, but it's just fun going out and being kind of part of the chaos. But I think I did read where more people than ever shopped online this year.
And it really is like the same prices, so it almost doesn't even make sense to go to the store unless you just like it, like fur.
Mm-hmm.
So our last poll, which was our challenge on Thanksgiving to make a turkey out of food, which Jarrett didn't even participate in.
Yeah.
He didn't eat the cranberry sauce.
You didn't eat the cranberry sauce, and you didn't do the turkey. Like, who are you?
Look, man, I'll admit it. I absolutely dropped the ball, because now I will say, when your guys' turkeys, I feel like you guys prepared meals to specifically build turkeys.
No, and this is why I'm guessing I already know who won this, because for one, I don't feel like the people understood. Like, go ahead and say what the result was.
It was 77% for
What?
the cheese
Come
ball.
on.
Yeah.
77%? Yeah, why don't you just Google the food turkey? What's the first thing that comes up? What
Cheese
Rusty
ball.
made?
Yep.
Where's the creativity?
First of all, I did put my own spin on it. I had to change it up a little bit.
You put 12 pretzels in instead of 11 for the tail?
No, I had to use the Reese's Christmas.
I was
treat for
impressed
the
with
head.
that. I did notice that. I was impressed. Was that your own idea, or did you see that on Pinterest too?
That was me.
Okay.
I was in Walmart and I had to come up with something that was different. I didn't have candy corn for the nose, for the beak, so I had to come up with something else. But I did. Yeah, I found it online. I did my research. It's what I do. I'm sorry.
It's fair.
Yeah.
But it's not.
At least I did one.
This is true.
That's true. I don't feel like enough people gave me credit for the fact that all mine was from basically leftovers, like random food scraps. I didn't go to the store and buy anything. I literally anything from banana peel to an apple.
Impressive. I thought it was good. But that was it.
So that wraps up the polls. So the other thing I want to chat about before we get into this is, if you haven't seen it yet, we did a video, a spicy challenge video. Go check it out on YouTube. Rusty gets torn up. We bought a spicy gummy off the interwebs. And I don't want to reveal anything else other than Rusty was in some serious pain. And I think you told me that's the closest. Is that right, Rusty? The closest you've ever felt to maybe needing to go to the ER? Did we almost go to the hospital?
Yeah, I was like a couple minutes away of saying I need to go to the hospital.
Are you serious?
Dude, it was the worst gut bomb.
It was honestly that bad that you actually thought about, hey, we got to get an ambulance over here. This isn't right.
It wasn't the spiciness. It was hot. It was crazy hot, but that's not what did it. It was the fact we did this before we ate anything. It was like our breakfast.
Get up, have a giant spicy gummy.
Yeah, not a good idea.
So check it out.
But yeah.
It's 4 minutes long, quick watch, and you get to see Rusty in some pain. All right. It's December. Christmas is coming. Insert Christmas music.
Yep, right here. Yes. Oh, I love this. This is my favorite Christmas song right here. Love it.
Let's check Christmas. So we were talking, obviously we have a number of topics to cover. This will probably be a 2-part series. We were talking before the show about Christmas movies. Rusty, you brought up 3 movies that I think we could have a decent debate on whether they're Christmas movies or not. The Gremlins, Die Hard, and Night Before Christmas.
Yep. And I brought up the Gremlins one because I was having a conversation with a coworker about Christmas movies, and we were going back and forth of which ones we've watched already this year. And I said, "Did you watch Gremlins yet?" And she's like, "That's not a Christmas movie." I said, "Yeah, it is. Just go back and watch it. It happens during Christmas."
It does happen during Christmas.
And I got some thoughts on this when we get into it about this.
Let's get into it. Let's hear your thoughts.
Okay. Look, I'm going to say it right now, and as much as blowback this statement is going to cost me, because I just know people don't agree with me on this one. Okay, Gremlins and Die Hard are not Christmas movies. They're not. Okay, they are just about it. Look, those 2 movies are just about as much as Christmas, and you might as well call Jurassic Park a helicopter movie. It isn't. I mean, yeah, there was a helicopter in it, but it's not a helicopter movie. Just because it took place in it's not a Christmas movie. It's not. It has nothing. Just because it took place during does not make it a Christmas movie.
But in Gremlins, Gizmo is the Christmas gift. Like, he's going in, he's shopping for Christmas.
But is Ted a Christmas movie? Because Mark Wahlberg as a kid got him as a Christmas present. But you don't consider Ted a Christmas movie.
But that's like 1% of the movie.
Well, that's exactly what Gremlins is. Yeah, he receives a gremlin as a Christmas present.
But it all happens in the winter. There's snow. It's like
the entire episode is during Christmas.
Yeah,
the entire movie.
Okay,
it's
now
all during Christmas.
Now, I will admit I've never seen Gremlins.
Come on.
I will.
No cranberry sauce. No Gremlins.
Let's just.
Who are you?
Let's just rip that Band-Aid right off. Yeah, I've never seen Gremlins, so I can't say for 100% positivity that Gremlins is not a Christmas movie. But I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick by Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It is.
Have you ever seen a Christmas movie that was not done during Christmas?
No.
All right.
No.
I rest my case.
I can't think
it's
of
Christmas
one
movie.
So that brings me to the question, and I'm not as familiar with it because it's been forever since I've seen it. But Nightmare Before Christmas, that's the premise is more about a Halloween like goblin, a ghoul, right? And
right.
He's tired of the being scaring people and discovers Christmas, basically. Is that right?
Yes.
So do you guys consider that a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Why?
I think it has to be.
Okay, so number one,
why that and not? Well, you haven't seen the Gremlins, but why that and not Die Hard?
Okay, Christmas is in the title. Number 2, he goes to a place called Christmas Town, and it's a bunch of lights and snow. Santa makes an appearance in it, and then even old Jack, then Jack, he dresses up as Santa. I mean, it is more of a Christmas movie than Die Hard, or I can't say Gremlins because I've never seen Gremlins. So I would say that is more of a Christmas movie than anything. And he learns a valuable lesson. That's the point of Christmas movies. You learn a valuable lesson. So what did John McClane learn from in Die Hard? Nothing, because he did it 4 more times in 4 more movies.
That he was a
was.
And that they making a lot of money off the franchise.
That's right. So that's the point of a Christmas movie. I mean, yeah, I would say, yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas is absolutely a Christmas movie before Die Hard.
Rusty, what are your thoughts?
I think they're all Christmas movies.
Why?
Well, Die Hard and Gremlins happen during Christmas. Like, that's just, it's a Christmas movie. It's not a happy holidays movie. It's not like a happy-go-lucky, like, I don't know. It's not like other Christmas movies, but it's still a Christmas movie.
Okay, so give me examples. Why is Die Hard, outside of it takes place during Christmas, why is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
That's the only thing you have.
Exactly.
But that's the only thing I need.
What is it
It's the Christmas movie.
For what is it? You have to break this tie.
When I think of Christmas movies, Die Hard doesn't come to mind.
Thank you.
I don't watch it during Christmas either. I just
Wow. Then I think it might be 3-0.
Yeah. Because and there's nothing, and people are gonna throw a fit about this. There's nothing wrong saying that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a great movie. It's just not a Christmas movie. If you
I'd say
watch
Gremlins is more of a Christmas movie.
I think Gremlins is top. So moving on, I guess, beyond those three, with Christmas movies, there's two movies coming on the 30-year anniversary since these have been released. One of them is Home Alone.
Mm-hmm.
The other, Christmas Vacation, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. 29 years, Home Alone. This year's the 30th anniversary for Christmas Vacation. I presume both of you consider those Christmas movies?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Those are Christmas movies. Yes.
So, to me, those are like the two iconic movies of Christmas. What is it for you?
Oh, go ahead, Rusty.
I just can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Okay. So, up into, I think it had to been last Christmas. So I had never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Had never.
You don't like it, do you?
Allie made me watch it. She says it's funny, it's hilarious. I kind of like Chevy Chase. I've seen the other Family Vacations, National Lampoons. I was just like, okay, I'll give it a shot. I giggled one time.
It's a classic. There are so many one-liners from that movie. So many one-liners.
It's maybe I've heard them all and I knew them all. And so maybe watching it for the first time, it's like, oh, this is where the punchline is. And so I was just like, well, okay, well, I guess that's like the whole uncle, help me out, or cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
Cousin Eddie. And he's like, full. And he's pouring it down the sewer. I'm like, that wasn't funny. That wasn't funny at all. The funniest point was when Clark got the Christmas bonus, and it was the jelly of the month. And then Cousin Eddie's like, hey, that's a pretty, I forget what the line is. Like, I think it's a pretty good gift. You better
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving. That one, this is how much I laughed. It was just like,
You're killing me.
And I thought, okay, okay, that was funny. I thought that was funny. But I didn't like it.
I think a lot of it for most people is just like the nostalgic of it.
Yes.
Like it's one of those old movies that you just have to watch every year. And it's not that it's like hilarious, gut busting funny, but like first said, there's so many good one-liners and it's just Chevy Chase humor. You know, it's some of it's very cheesy. You know, a lot of it's not realistic, but it's just, I don't know. It makes me think of my dad. I love it. And you got to put yourself in the example, Jarrett. Like if you walked outside and there's a guy sitting there dumping his freaking RV crap into the sewer system saying the full.
Yeah.
You'd probably be thinking, what the hell's wrong with this guy? I think some of it too is it's like it's relatable. Like everybody has a cousin Eddie in their family.
Yes.
Like
I don't think everybody has a cousin Eddie.
Man, there are so many good scenes there. I just don't get how you didn't enjoy the movie.
I didn't at all.
You didn't find it funny when like Aunt Grace is at the table and sings the Star Spangled Banner when they cut the turkey open and it's like dry when the cat gets electrocuted.
Nope.
Nothing.
I didn't get that either when they're eating the turkey and everyone's just chewing on it. I'm like, okay,
it's dry.
God.
So
real quickly, for those of you who do enjoy the movie, I do have like quick like facts of little like tidbits of facts. So one, the boss, right? Clark's boss is actually Bill Murray's brother.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. Which I think in the past I've always thought the guy kind of looked like Bill Murray and makes sense. It's his brother. So the scene where Clark Griswold is trying to put the lights together and finally get them to light up and he just throws a tantrum, like starts like kicking his ornaments and stuff in the yard and throwing things. He actually broke his pinky in that scene. And he said it hurt so bad, but he like finished the scene because he wanted to get it finished so he could tend to his finger. The cat scene I talked about almost got cut out because the directors were concerned that people would be too sensitive to the cat getting fried.
Mm-hmm.
The squirrel scene, when the squirrel gets loose or whatever inside the house. So this is funny. They actually, the director told Rolling Stone, I would look this up, that they trained an actual squirrel for months to do this scene, and the squirrel died the day before they recorded it.
Oh,
So they just went and got like a random squirrel and did the scene anyway, and it actually made it better because it was more chaotic. And the director said it literally was chaos when they did the scene.
I assume so.
And then one last one that's a small tidbit is they filmed a lot in California, and there's a scene when Uncle Lewis and Aunt Bethany show up into the house. You can actually see the camera shake a little bit. It's a still shot because there was a minor earthquake that happened during that scene. So kind of a cool tidbit.
Wow. Okay. Alrighty.
So Home Alone, like, please tell me, Jarrett, you like Home Alone.
Yes, I do like
Okay.
Home Alone. I do like Home Alone 2.
I do
But,
love
like-
Home Alone. Home Alone's great.
Home
Anybody
Alone
that doesn't
is,
like Home Alone's crazy.
is so good. So good.
It really is. I actually watched Home Alone a couple weeks ago, and it's just
Does
funny
it-
how
does
my
it
mind
still
works.
hold up? Does
Oh,
it still
yeah.
hold up? It does?
But
Okay.
I'm just laughing because they're running through the airport, and I'm like, today, if you're late, making your flight, you're done for.
It's true.
It's just not
True.
happening.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that have certainly changed.
Yeah, it's
or
so
like
different.
Home Alone 2, he gets on a different flight. No way that would ever happen today.
No way.
Right.
Yep.
So real quick, I do have some quick facts or quick tidbits for the Home Alone fanatics out there that you may not know. Rusty, especially since you just watched this. So the tarantula on Marv that falls on his face was real. He offered to, he's like, let's just do it. And where he screams like super loud, he actually mimed the scene. It made it look like he was screaming, but didn't make a peep because they didn't want to startle the spider. So they dubbed it in later.
Okay.
You never know.
Buzz's girlfriend. Buzz, your girlfriend. Woof. That picture that Macaulay Culkin picks up, Kevin, was actually a boy dressed as a girl. The directors didn't. The directors didn't want to they felt bad picking a girl, so they actually dressed a boy up as a girl. I was disappointed in this one. I was really hoping it was true. I actually proactively looked this up beforehand. Angels with Filthy Souls is not a real movie.
Yeah,
I thought it was like an old mobster, like classic, like kind of lesser known movie that might be on Mystery Science Theater 3000, Jarrett,
Nope.
for example.
Nope. Yeah.
It's not real at all. I was bummed to find that out.
Yeah, all those movies were specifically made for Home Alone. So they actually had made a movie within a movie. So
It's good.
Yeah.
I wish it were a
It's so
movie. I
good.
would totally watch it.
yeah.
And then the last one, Marv, when he sticks his head through the doggy door, he actually, when he pulled it out, caught his nose in real life, gave himself a bloody nose, and you can audibly hear him say shit as he pulls his head out.
Yes,
I have to
So
watch it.
it made the cut.
that's awesome.
I have to watch that now. It's gonna be interesting.
There's a line from that movie that I use, not even just during Christmas time. It's when they say, "Look what you did, you little jerk." Anytime that somebody does something stupid, it's "Look what you did, you little jerk."
There are so many classic one-liners from that too. Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Yeah.
Everybody says that.
Yeah. So what are some other Christmas movies you guys like? So we mentioned obviously the classics.
Dude, Elf for me is, it's not like
Elf
a
is good.
classic because it's newer, but
Yeah.
it's my
But I
favorite
think-
Will Ferrell movie.
I think Elf has actually reached that status to where it's considered one of the best Christmas movies ever. Now, I also will say I'm going to hold my judgment. I love Will Ferrell. I've never seen Elf, so I cannot say.
Who
You
are
don't
you?
watch many movies.
I have
do you?
like 6 pages of things that I'm like, who is this guy? Like, Jared, come on. You've
The-
not
the
seen
look-
Elf. You've not seen Gremlins. You didn't have cranberry sauce. You didn't
Nope.
make a turkey.
Oh my gosh! If anybody could see the looks I'm receiving right now because I haven't seen Elf, and it's not a choice. It's like I want to see Elf. The opportunity has never. It's like, oh, Elf's on. It's on Netflix. It's on Hulu. I'm going to watch it. It's never happened. So the one that shows on TBS all day on Christmas. What's that called?
That's a Christmas story.
Yeah.
I don't get. Once again, I've watched it. I don't understand. It's like, why did TBS want to buy the rights to this?
That's just another like nostalgic classic.
Some of my favorite Christmas movies, obviously anything claymation, like those ones they made in the 60s.
Super nostalgic. Totally agree. Don't think I can sit through them anymore though. I'm not for.
A Year Without a Santa Claus. Oh my gosh, that's a classic. That is one of my favorite ones.
You're talking about the Santa Claus or like the animated? You're talking about the animated?
He's talking about the claymation.
Yeah, the claymation. A Year Without a Santa Claus.
That is garbage.
The only one that claymation I know of is Rudolph. Rudolph was a claymation.
Yeah.
I don't even know the
Year
one you're
Without a
talking about.
Santa Claus?
Yes. I have it on
seen
DVD.
that one.
Oh yeah. I have
This
it on
is the crap he's watched, folks.
Yeah.
This is it. Oh my gosh. I'm starting to understand you.
I think maybe what we should do is create a bracket and have a challenge to see what the ultimate Christmas movie is.
There you go.
Okay.
So we can start off with the ones we've listed.
We really like Polar Express for animated movies. It's pretty good. I don't know if you guys have seen that one.
I did see that. Yeah, that one is pretty good.
What's the one with where he's going to jump over the bridge and then Clarence, the angel, saves him, and then he sees what his life would be like if he wasn't in it.
Yeah, so that's an old classic.
Clarence? What is that?
That is an old classic.
Christmas
that is It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life. Yes,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much considered the greatest Christmas movie of all time. And Merry Christmas, you old savings and loans. So,
Had The Grinch Stole Christmas. That's a pretty popular one.
So which one? The original cartoon or the one with Jim Carrey?
I like the one with Jim Carrey.
I do too. Rusty, I hear you've got a trivia.
I do have a trivia. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay. There are 5 questions each, and there's a tiebreaker if we need it. Okay. Fur. What Christmas drink is also known as milk punch?
Eggnog.
You are right. All right. Let's go to Jarrett. Jarrett, your first question. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish?
Feliz Navidad.
You had to think about it there for a second.
I did. I was just like, I don't know. Oh, wait. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. Second question. Fur. What is the highest grossing Christmas movie of all time?
Die Hard.
Home Alone.
You're right.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, another Home Alone question. Jarrett, in Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on their vacation?
I think, was it Paris? Was it France?
It is Paris. All right. We're doing pretty good here. Let's move on. Third question, Fur. Which one of Santa's reindeers has the same name as another famous holiday mascot?
Well, there's Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen.
Oh, I know it.
You just said it.
Cupid.
There
You
go.
got it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought you said another Christmas mascot. I was
No.
gosh.
It's another
Okay.
famous holiday mascot. All right. Another reindeer question. Jarrett. This one's a little tougher. 3 of Santa's reindeer start with the letter D, which first kind of help you out.
Mm-hmm.
What 3 are they?
Dasher.
I just said them all.
I know. I literally just forgot them. So Dasher, Dancer, and Donner.
You got it.
Got it.
That was close.
Okay.
Almost had to put time on you there.
Okay.
All right. You guys are killing this.
Mm.
First probably
We're
going to
both 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Question
yeah.
4. Fur, finish this phrase from the movie Elf. The best way to spread Christmas cheer
Is with Miller Lite beer.
I wish that was it. That's better. Is singing loud for all to hear.
Dang it.
Come on.
I would have guessed beer too. I'm glad you got that question because I would not have known it.
All right, Jarrett, for the lead. According to the song, what did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas?
8 maids a milking.
You got it.
I'm shocked you knew that. I didn't
Oh,
have any
yeah.
idea. Okay,
I
I've
thought it
got
was
to
going
get
to be harder
this one.
for him. You do need to get this one.
Oh,
All right.
crap.
How many ghosts show up in the movie A Christmas Carol?
No idea. 13.
What?
Oh my gosh. Have
3.
you ever seen the movie?
3.
I think it's
Dang it.
4, actually.
No, Christmas past, Christmas present, Christmas future.
Okay, you're probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, you're
What
right.
do you mean
No,
I'm probably right? 15.
It wasn't 13.
I
That's
said
all I
13.
know. Wasn't 13.
I am the ghost.
Honestly, I
of
couldn't think of
Christmas
the
15
movie.
Minutes ago.
I
Dang it.
couldn't think of the movie. But now that you say 3, I remember. I feel
13.
pretty bad about that one.
It'll be a
All
busy
right, let's
Scrooge.
do the last couple just for fun. Jarrett, first company to use Santa in advertising.
I'll say Macy's.
No, Coca-Cola.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
That makes sense.
And then my tiebreaker question, just because this one's fun, kind of similar how you did Thanksgiving with the pounds of turkey. How much money was estimated to be spent on Christmas gifts last year in the U.S., just in the U.S.?
In the U.S. I'll say 100 billion. I said
I will tell you it's over 100 billion.
100 billion. Yeah.
So I know this year it's expected to be $1 trillion.
Yeah. Last year they estimated 720 billion.
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That is nuts. Who's spending all this money? I mean, I love my wife to death, but I didn't spend anywhere near that.
Those guys that are buying their wives freaking brand new vehicles on commercials are really just putting that average up way high.
They are bringing the average up.
Yep.
Yeah.
By the way, that brings up an interesting point. Who can do that? Like if I spent $35,000 on a gift without telling my wife, she'd be like, you didn't even want to ask me what color I wanted? Like it would be something like she would be mad. There would be some anger in it.
There's a brand new Lexus in the driveway, and like, I don't like white.
Or they take those back. Can you trade those in immediately for no, loss in value? I don't think so.
Or maybe it's all those husbands buying their wives Peloton bikes this year.
That's a whole nother conversation. Don't get first started.
Oh, are we getting in on that?
Let's jump into it. I mean, it's close. I think it'd be a cool thing to close up on. It's in the news right now. It's still kind of talked about.
Let's do it. You guys know my opinion on this. So let's recap. For those who haven't seen the commercial, there's a holiday commercial for the Peloton bike where the husband buys his wife a bike, the Peloton bike, and I believe the ending shows that she's somehow you understand that she's had it a year later and is super happy and whatever. There's been a huge amount of backlash. It's just been getting crushed because people are saying, "Oh, really? Like you think your already skinny wife is fat and needs to lose weight, and so you buy her a Peloton bike?"
Yeah,
that's a little. I want to hear.
Most people went with it. That's what's pretty crazy.
Someone said it was
cynical.
Someone said, "Oh, this is a touching story of a 146-pound woman, getting on a Peloton bike and becoming 141 pounds."
But I don't think it'd even be better if it was a 200-pound wife that lost 50 pounds. It's just like you don't buy your wife a vacuum on her birthday because it's just a diss. That's what they see it as.
She wanted the Peloton bike. That's the thing that I say to these people.
Then they should have put that in the commercial.
Like,
there's only 15-second and 30-second spots. You have to condense it. You can't tell the whole story. Like, how are people upset about this? Like, you're assuming that basically he thinks she's fat and she bought him this. If you can assume that, then I'm saying, look, I think she asked for it. I think it's what she wanted. It shows she's had it for a year. She's still using it. Obviously, she likes it. I think it was a great gift.
Now, did you guys obviously see the commercial before the backlash?
Yes, I did. And I had nothing even came to my mind about that being a problem.
Right? I watched it and nothing.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was cool. A wife was thoughtful. It's probably something she's been asking for. He bought her a nice, expensive gift. I doubt those are cheap.
Yeah.
$2,000.
And then it shows she's used it for a year, is happy. Like, why is that an issue? And I understand where people are coming from, but I think it's too much of a stretch.
But I'm the same thing. I saw the commercial, and then that was it. It's just like, and like nothing really came to mind. But then when all the backlash happened, and then I was just like, you know what? Maybe I'm not that thoughtful into things. Maybe just like, because like there's nothing that, to me, nothing really offends me. So that commercial, I didn't think anything of it.
Same.
But then when people pointed it out, I'm like, oh, I see where they're going with it.
Which
now.
I do, but I think you're digging. I think it's like people are trying to make something out of something that shouldn't be something. Like,
it's the world we live in, though. Like, people will be offended by anything you put out there. It's just it'll blow over in like 2 more weeks. Christmas is over. The Peloton will be back up. It won't even matter.
Blowing over.
Yeah.
So there's to follow up on the commercial, for those who haven't seen, there's someone who has, what people are calling brilliant, capitalized on this whole backlash and dilemma. Ryan Reynolds has a gin company, and he actually very quickly brought her on, filmed a commercial with her. So it shows her with a couple of her girlfriends out at the bar, and she's drinking the gin, and the girls are like, it's okay, like, you're safe here with us. Like, bam, like, slam to Peloton, but also like brilliant marketing, in my opinion, on Ryan Reynolds to take like advantage of all this natural free marketing that he's getting from this being an internet blow up.
One person said that, and I think other people agreed with this person, that like the girl, just the kind of the faces she makes and the way she talks and stuff during the commercial, that it almost makes it sound like she's doing all this like because her husband's forcing her to. Like that was another person's take on it, is like, this husband's abusive, clearly, like he's verbally and physically abusing her. It's like they're just taking this as far as they want to.
Which I could see that, because the commercial starts off and it acts like she's staring out into space and kind of like not focused, like she's distraught.
She's just kind of awkward in the whole commercial.
Yes, yeah. And then of course, like, I think the quote is, here's to new beginnings, is how the commercial ends.
And then she just chugs her martini, and then her friend's like, oh, it's going to be that kind of night.
And she's just like looking over at him while they're watching the video, like, don't you like this? Like, it's just kind of weird.
The commercial was done very well in that it was vague enough that like there was no connection to anything at all.
Here's the thing though, like I was telling you, for like, even bad press is still good press for some people. Like, at least people are talking about Peloton probably more than they ever have.
Yeah, absolutely.
I guarantee in the end, the sales will probably be pretty good.
But I think Peloton and Peloton does this all the time. They always seem to release a Christmas commercial, because I think I want to say a couple years ago they did one where
last year.
Yeah, what was, because I think it was the same situation.
Last year was he bought it for the wife, and then he was using it in the garage until Christmas. He was using
it, and I think she found out about it, so then she was using it, and they both had switched off and were using it, and then like Christmas morning, it says like, oh, you bought me a Peloton, we can both use it. It's just like, oh, I never thought about that. And so
I liked that commercial. I thought that was actually, I thought it was good.
Yeah. So
here's the thing. I like it when like Christmas commercials are timeless. Like, they still show that freaking M&M commercial. That was probably back in the freaking 90s. Like, I love it. It's just.
Do you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms? I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist.
He does exist.
They do exist.
Yes. It's perfect.
Oh.
Yes.
It's so perfect. Yes, it is.
Like, they never need to make another commercial again.
No. M&M never needs to make, or the Hershey's Kiss commercial with the little bells.
Where they're playing, the bells ring and to play Jingle Bells or something. You're right. That's a classic.
Yep. They never, and then, because I know Coca-Cola still does the polar bears for Christmas, but it's not the same commercial. What are some? I figured I want to say there's one or two more that are classics that they keep showing, but I can't. At the moment I can't think of it. So
So two questions that we have that are kind of timely right now, or maybe timely a few weeks ago, or maybe timely a month ago. Are when is it okay to start listening to Christmas music, and when is it okay to put up Christmas decorations?
Look, I think I
I
think
the typical timeline is before or after Thanksgiving, I think, is what most people go by. So is it okay to do either of those before Thanksgiving?
oh man.
Sure.
Like even even as a laid back person as I am, when I see Christmas decorations out and I see them in stores and people putting up their decorations, I'm like slow your roll. But
Slow your roll. Have you
Why?
ever been to a Hobby Lobby, by the way? They go up, Christmas
uh
decorations go up in like April.
Yeah.
you don't know my wife. I have been to Hobby Lobby every other day in my life from now on. Yes, Hobby Lobby is a second home. But yeah,
Oh,
you start
yes.
seeing Christmas things a little bit before Halloween. They just put just a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more.
Yeah.
But look, Christmas decorations, I understand. If you have a nice day and you don't know when the next nice day is, do it. Because you never know if it's going to be cold, wet, snowy. You see it in the future, like, oh man, it's going to be bad weather. It's going to be cold the next few days. It's 60 degrees outside right now. Let's get this done. So I don't have a problem people setting up Christmas lights early because you just don't have an opportunity to do
Hey,
it. It
some
might
people
not
never take them
last.
down.
I'm
Some
with
people never
you.
take them down.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'm with you on that. So then the next question is, when is it okay, Jarrett, to turn the lights on at night?
Thanksgiving night. You guys are finishing up your dessert. Thanksgiving night. Boop, click everything on.
So there was a family in Texas that was in an HOA, and they were told by the HOA and forced to take down their Christmas decorations because they said it was too early. They put them up. It was more than just lights. They put them up on November 1st. What do you think of that?
To turn them on, yeah, it's
To even put them up.
we just
Like
got
typically around mid Thanksgiving, you still have November. You're gonna find a decent weekend
yeah.
at some point. I think 1st of November is a little soon.
So you
It
just
just
don't want Christmas to last any longer than a month.
So there's my other
some,
point. So we put up our Christmas tree before Thanksgiving, and my two arguments were, one, it's my wife's favorite holiday, so like why not extend it out? Because
Yeah.
December freaking flies by,
yes.
Yeah.
right? And two, Thanksgiving was much later than normal this year. So if you wait till Thanksgiving, you're cutting out even more days where you can't have your Christmas tree up. So we didn't turn on our lights before Thanksgiving outside. I did have the lights up before Thanksgiving, and we put up our Christmas tree before Thanksgiving.
Were the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree
We
on before
probably turned them
Thanksgiving?
on. Yeah, yeah.
I should have
Hey,
came over and just tore that out and said, no, not
Oh,
yet.
bring
no.
it.
Look, you can decorate the inside of your house. You can keep the decorations up all year. I don't care. I mean,
Yeah.
look, if you
Yes.
want Christmas to last all year in your house, go ahead. I
Good
don't.
for
I
you,
mean,
Jarrett.
more power to you.
Do you take them down the day after Christmas?
No,
We
because
Leave 'em
wait
up.
till after.
yeah, leave it up till
Yeah.
like it comes a weekend or a time where you don't have anything else, and it's like, all right, I guess we got to take these down because it's like sad. It's so sad to
It
take
is.
down Christmas, like the Christmas
Gotta
tree.
wait another year.
Yeah.
Ah,
It gets played sooner and sooner because the stats show for like retail places that if you play it, it gets people in the mood to buy. I love Christmas music, so I listen to it all the time.
I do. I do too. And so like Christmas music for me is it can't been have made after maybe Wham, like last Christmas I gave you my heart. I think that's the last, maybe also Mariah Carey, but like
That was like
classic.
Mariah Carey. That was great.
classic.
huh?
That was beautiful what you just
That
did
was.
there.
Thank you. So like all my Christmas music that I listen to and enjoy and love and like I could listen to on a loop all year, everything made prior to 1970. Like anything in the 60s and 50s, those old crooners, those guys. I mean, and that's when Christmas music was amazing. I don't like anything new. Anybody new that tries to make Christmas music, I am not a fan of.
What if Snoop Dogg did a Christmas album?
Oh man.
Think about it, wouldn't you?
Shizzle my nizzles, it's Christmas time. Time to blaze up that Christmas tree.
Yes.
I don't know. I think it would be funny for like a song, but if he made a whole album of Christmas music,
I think he should. By the way, I was just looking up because I didn't want me to have something wrong on trivia. There are 4 ghosts in A Christmas Carol.
what?
There's the ghost of his former business partner.
Oh, that's
that
right.
comes at the
Oh,
very beginning of the movie. Yep.
Harleys were dead. Yep.
Yeah.
So
Anyways.
so close for you. We're close with 13 then.
Yeah, you were close.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. That's a wrap on part 1 of our 2-part series for Christmas. We'll catch you next time. Not Exactly Expert signing out.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.